his eyes blank, like those of a shark. The pet name made a liar of him. Ada was what Florrie had always called me in moments of tenderness, and my father does not suffer from so vulgar an affliction as tender feeling. We want to know how you are keeping. This, too, was a lie. I said nothing, only chewed at the edge of my lip in a way that made him frown and reach out to grasp my hand within his big one, squeezing it hard until my bones rubbed painfully together. I stopped, then. After this interminable train ride, I shall meet a Mr. Greer at the Portsmouth station, the man in whose house I shall board. He is an acquaintance of my father's, although the circumstances under which they once met are unknown to me. He has a wife, presumably. My father would never allow me to board with him otherwise, but I do not know her name, nor anything else about the pair of them. Are they old or young? Is their marriage happy or miserable? Do they have children, and if so, do they love them? This train churns the contents of my stomach into a sickly froth, but that churning is nothing to the knot that forms in it when I imagine the moment when the churning stops and my feet meet solid ground. I shall send my parents news of the countryside, my classroom, the daily minutiae of a spinster's life in the middle of nowhere. Cheerful, dishonest letters, quite free of emotion and depth. Since Florrie's leave-taking, there is no one with whom I may share my real feelings. No place in my life for candor and misery, save between the covers of this black book. My truth shall remain trapped on its pages, while my happy little lies travel the world. August 18th, 1901. It was nearly 2 o'clock before I finally arrived in Portsmouth, bedraggled, dusty, and stiff as a corpse from hours spent upright in a train seat. After disembarking and nearly losing my hat in the process, I scanned the platform for Mr. Greer, repeating to myself my father's brief sketch of him. A small fellow, rather stout, not much hair left, but what's there is red. And indeed, there was a gentleman matching that description standing by the station door, a searching look on his ruddy face as he peered through the dispersing crowd. I met him with a smile, one that felt as limp and dispirited as I doubtlessly looked. "Miss Bird," he called hopefully, starting forwards. Small he certainly was, his stoutness running to outright plumpness, with a thin fringe of ginger hair combed unconvincingly over his crown. He wore a shabby gray suit and moved so uncomfortably in it that I knew it to be his Sunday best. "Miss Ada Elizabeth Bird?" It was gratifying to hear my proper name on someone's lips again. After spending the past 5 months in hiding in my father's house, Ada has come to sound more like an epithet than a pet name to me. "Mr. Greer, I hope," I said, and reached out to shake his hand. He looked a bit startled at that. Perhaps ladies do not shake hands here. "I am so pleased to make your acquaintance. My father has spoken most highly of you." Highly was, perhaps, a bit of a stretch, but Mr. Greer's face flushed with pleasure. It was an uneven flush, the crimson mottled and broken, like the flesh of an uncooked sausage. Those were the last words we exchanged for some time, for Mr. Greer concerned himself chiefly with heaving my belongings into the buggy he had left tied at the front of the station, a venerable thing with a patched cover, pulled by a team of disinterested gray mares. It was not until we were both settled and on our way down the road that he spoke again. "Well now, Miss Bird," he all but shouted over the clatter of the wheels, "I must say we're all surely glad you've come." There was nothing I could say to that would not have been either a lie, insulting, or painfully banal, so I smiled vaguely in response. Taking that as an invitation to continue, Mr. Greer went on. "I suppose your father told you about the bother we've had, trying to keep teachers and all. It's 3 we've lost in the last 4 years, one right after the other. The first 2 were young, right out of the teachers' college. They left to get married. Well, that's to be expected. Just wanted a year's...